Last night, President Obama headlined a fundraiser in Greenwich, Connecticut, the heart of hedge fund country. And he lamented getting so little respect for all he's managed to accomplish, like financial reform. He even mocked the idea of pushing for derivatives reform. Does this guy know anything about what caused the financial collapse? Does he even know what a derivative is? I guess if you didn't think we needed derivatives reform, then you would be proud of that bill that passed. We're joined now by Robert Scheer, the author of The Great American Stick-Up, How Reagan Republicans and Clinton Democrats Enriched Wall Street While Mugging Main Street. Robert, wait a minute. Now, I heard that Bill Clinton was one of the good guys, and he stuck up for the little guys. Well, how are you putting him in the same sentence as Reagan and the Republicans?
Well, first of all, he is certainly charming, but let me correct you on Obama there. Obama, in April '08, when he was running against Hillary Clinton, gave a speech at Cooper Union, which I have in my book, and he was very clear about the damage that had been done by these, the sweeping away of all New Deal regulations and the radical financial deregulation, including the derivatives. He seemed to understand it very well. He was listening to people like Stiglitz and Paul Volcker and others, and the real mystery of Obama, who was very clear that this mischief had occurred during the Clinton years. It was Clinton who fulfilled Ronald Reagan's fantasy of getting government off the backs of Wall Street, and Obama was very clear on it. And the great mystery is, why did he appoint the people who did it under Clinton, Summers and Geithner, to run the economy after? That is it. But it's not a lack of knowledge. He had a very clear understanding.
So I'm going to get back to Clinton in a second. But on Obama, you brought up a great point. So what happened? I remember that speech that he gave. That's one of the reasons we got excited about him. And then he comes into office and picks Larry Summers, who did the deregulation in the first place. Tim Geithner, who wasn't minding the store in the first place. So, I mean, you wrote a book about it. Give me a guess here. Why did he do it?
Well, first of all, let's understand just how culpable Larry Summers is. He's the one who pushed through the Commodity Futures Modernization Act in the closing weeks of Clinton's lame duck, term, and Clinton signed off on it, and that's what opened the doors to all these collateralized debt obligations and credit default swaps that are the heart of our current misery. So that's Summers' baby. He's responsible, and the idea that you rewarded this guy by, bringing him in is astounding. But even more shocking is, as I reveal in my book, when Summers went to be Obama's advisor, he was even at that time during the campaign getting $8 million from Wall Street, from the D. Shaw hedge fund. He got $135,000 from Goldman Sachs for one speech. Is that, I don't know, sounds to me like bribery. So this guy, was totally in bed with them. And then Obama comes in and he points to, him and Geithner. Geithner had been head of the Fed in New York. Geithner was there with Paulson and under George W. Bush, the big bailout of AIG, which was really a bailout of Goldman Sachs and everybody. So, I think Obama, frankly, betrayed us. And it's not out of ignorance. I think I don't think it's out of ignorance. I think he decided, Wall Street gave him a lot of money. You don't want to spook the markets. He bought the basic argument, and that's why they've been hesitant to appoint Elizabeth Warren and give her, and have meaningful financial control, by the way. The financial regulations that they pushed through are without teeth. They're not significant. And this consumer agency had some possibility of being significant because a good person, Elizabeth Warren, in the mold of Brooks Lee Bourne, who during the Clinton administration blew the whistle on all this, but was destroyed by Rubin, Summers, Greenspan, Geithner. Elizabeth Warren is that kind of stellar protector of the interests of the average person in this country, and these guys wanted to do a job on her, but she has a pretty strong base out there. Her voice has been clear. She's a leading Harvard professor and expert on this stuff. So now I think they've done a window dressing thing. I'm not really too excited about the job she's been given. But, they didn't. Right. Look, let's understand the basic scam here. We can argue about whether Wall Street should have been bailed out. I don't feel that way. I'm with some of the Tea Party people, Rand Paul and others. I don't think we should have done it. They don't bail us out. We don't have to bail them out. They got the laws they wanted, and they went nuts over it. But at least they should have gotten something in return, which is a foreclosure moratorium.
Right. Unfortunately, we're out of time. But those are all strong words, especially the word betray. So that was interesting. Thank you for the interview.